So in the last class, we are solving some problems on it. So all of you open your material. So the material कहाँ तक हो गया last class में?
So 9 problem was going on.
अच्छा, 90 is going on. Okay.
Yes.
Once look at the problem number 9. Understand that? Cos A is given as 3 by 5. Cos B, which is given as 4 by 5. Then minus pi by 2 less than A comma B less than 0. A and B both lies in between minus pi by 2 to the 0. Then what is the value of 2 sine A plus 4 sine B? 2 sine A plus 4 sine B, we have to find it. Okay, just observe here. Since here they have given that A and B both lies in between minus pi by 2 to the 0. So minus pi by 2 to the 0 means in which coordinate it lies. Generally, when the angles were given the negative means, we have to measure the angle in the clockwise sense. So it is 0. To measure the angle in the clockwise sense means this is minus pi by 2. So that is minus 90 degree up to the negative y-axis. So minus pi by 2 to the 0 means this is the angle of the fourth coordinate. Means indirectly they have given that the angle A, angle B both lies in the fourth quadrant. So in the fourth quadrant, sin A and sin B both are negative. So here cos A, cos B is given. We will take the right angle triangle for it. For the angle A, cos means adjacent side upon hypotenuse. Adjacent side is 3 unit, hypotenuse 5 unit, then opposite side is 4 unit. Similarly, take one more right angle triangle for the angle B. Here cos B is given as 4 by 5, means this is 4 unit and this is 5 unit, means this is 3 unit. Now it is 2 times sin A. We have to take the value of the sin A from the triangle and we have to take its sine from the coordinate. So sin A, which is 4 by 5, but A is the angle of the fourth coordinate, sine is negative, so we have to take the minus sign. So sin A value is minus 4 by 5 plus 4 times from this sin B, which is 3 by 5, and angle B is in the fourth coordinate, sine is negative, so we have to take the minus sign for it. So their LCM is 5, 2 into minus 4, that is minus 8, 4 into minus 3, that is minus 12. So this is minus 20 by 5, which is minus 4. This answer.
Done, sir.
Next, look at the next problem. So observe this problem number 10. Tan theta plus secant theta is given as root 3 and theta lies between 0 to the pi, then theta is equal to. Tenth one. Tan theta plus secant theta is given as root 3, 0 less than theta less than pi, then theta is equal to. Just observe this. So tan theta plus secant theta is given where theta lies between 0 to the pi. That is, theta may lies either first coordinate or maybe in the second coordinate. Okay. Here they are given the value of secant theta plus tan theta is given root 3. So from the second identity, we know that secant theta plus tan theta and secant theta minus tan theta are reciprocal to each other. So that's why secant theta plus tan theta is given root 3. Then secant theta minus tan theta becomes 1 by root 3. So that will be the reciprocal to each other. So if they have given this value, means automatically we can take the second value. Now if we add them, add 1 and 2. So if we add them, tan theta is getting cancelled. Secant theta plus secant theta, which is 2 secant theta, is equal to root 3 plus 1 by root 3. Root 3 plus 1 by root 3. So where LCM is root 3. So in the numerator we get that root 3 into root 3, which is a 3 plus 1, that is 4. 4 by root 3, which is a 2 secant theta. So therefore, secant theta is equal to 2 by root 3. Secant theta is equal to 2 by root 3, right? So we got the positive value for the secant theta. So in which coordinate the theta lies then? First, 0 to the pi it is given. 0 to the pi means it may lie in the first coordinate or maybe in the second coordinate. Suppose if it lies in the second coordinate, secant we have to get the negative value. But हमको positive value आ गया, मतलब theta lies in the first coordinate. That is the meaning of that. Theta lies in the first quadrant. Then, for what angle secant will give 2 by root 3? For what angle secant will give the 2 by root 3? 30 degree or pi by 6. So that is the value for this theta. Theta is equal to pi by 6. Take that.
Sir, explain that first step again.
So, because from the second identity we know that secant square theta minus tan square theta is equal to 1. That is the identity we know. Secant square theta minus tan square theta, we can also write secant theta plus tan theta into secant theta minus tan theta, we can write it, is equal to 1. So from this, secant theta minus tan theta is equal to 1 upon secant theta plus tan theta. So this is the relation from the second identity we are getting. Means these two terms are reciprocal to each other. Secant theta minus tan theta, secant theta plus tan theta are reciprocal to each other. This they have given this value is a root 3, then this value become 1 by root 3 automatically. So out of these, if they are given any one value, we have to consider the other value automatically, that will be the reciprocal to the first one. So they have given this is a root 3. So secant theta minus tan theta become 1 by root 3. Now if we add them, tan theta is getting cancelled. Secant theta plus secant theta is 2. Secant theta is root 3 plus 1 by root 3. That is 4 by root 3. If we divide it by 2, secant theta we got the 2 by root 3. Secant is positive. Secant is the positive in the first coordinate. That's why the angle will be the first coordinate. The angle you have to take the acute angle. That is 30 degree or pi by 6. Take next problem. Now, look at the problem number 11. Understand this problem. Since it is given that pi by 2 less than theta less than 3 pi by 2, then the value of root over 1 minus sine theta upon 1 plus sine theta is equal to how much? This is equivalent to how much? Just observe here, where theta lies in between pi by 2 to 3 pi by 2. Pi by 2 means which is 90 degree. 3 pi by 2 means 270. Theta lies in between 90 to the 270. 90 to 270 means in which coordinate it will cover? 92 to 70 means
Third,
third or
second, third.
second,
means theta may lie either in the second coordinate or in the third quadrant. It may lie either in the second quadrant or in the third quadrant. Now we have to simplify this. So to simplify this, here under root 1 minus sine theta upon 1 plus sine theta is there. Within this square root, multiply and divided by 1 minus sine theta. Within the square root, multiply and divided by 1 minus sine theta. So in the numerator 1 minus sine theta into 1 minus sine theta, that is 1 minus sine theta whole square, we can write it. So root over 1 minus sine theta whole square, that is mod 1 minus sine theta upon 1 plus sine theta into 1 minus sine theta. If you multiply these two, you will get 1 minus sine square theta, which is cos square theta. Under root cos square theta is mod cos theta. So always remember that under root x square always is equal to the mod x, not the x. Remember that. Because if any unknown value is coming out of the square root, always you have to keep the modulus. Why? Because square root is a positive function. If any value is coming out of the square root, should be positive. I don't know x, either may be positive or negative. That's why root x square, we have to write the mod x. Then the definition of the mod x is that when x is positive, mod x is equal to the x. When x is negative, mod x is equal to the minus x. This is the definition of the mod x. Okay. So mod x, directly we can write the x when x is positive. But when x is negative, mod x is equal to, you have to write minus x. So that is the definition of the mod x. So here both the values, numerator and denominator, are coming out of the square root. That's why you have to keep the modulus. Now observe this 1 minus sine theta, whether it is a positive value or a negative value, because we know that sine theta minimum value is what? Sine theta minimum value. What is the minimum value of the sine theta?
-1.
Substitute the -1 here. Minus or minus plus 1. 1 plus 1. It is giving that 2. So that will be the maximum value of this. What's the maximum value of the sine theta?
1.
1.
1,
1 there. 1
One.
minus 1, which is 0. It will be the minimum value of this. Means whatever may be the angle for the sine, 1 minus sine theta always gives the value between 0 to the 2. Means 0 to the 2 means it always gives a positive value. That's why 1 minus sine theta is always positive. That's why mod 1 minus sine theta, we can write 1 minus sine theta straight away. Okay. So because when x is positive, we know that mod x, directly we can write the x. Here also 1 minus sine theta is always positive. That's why mod 1 minus sine theta, we can remove the modulus and we can take the plus sign there. There is a 1 minus sine theta. But if you come to the denominator, where theta lies either in the second coordinate or in the third coordinate. Theta lies either in the second or third coordinate. In both the coordinate, whatever the cos, positive or negative?
Negative.
Negative. Cos is negative either in the second or third coordinate. If it is a negative, then mod cos theta, we can write minus cos theta. Okay, if any function is a negative, if you remove the modulus, you have to take the minus sign. Now, if you split it, first term 1 upon minus cos theta, which is minus secant theta, minus upon minus plus sin theta by cos theta is tan theta. So therefore, that answer is tan theta minus secant theta. That's the answer for it. Take that.
Done, sir.
Okay. Next, look at the next problem. Look at the problem number 12. Observe this 12th problem. Observe this 12th problem. Theta lies in the second quadrant. Then what is the value of this? Is also the same way. 12th one. So you have to find under root 1 minus sine theta upon 1 plus sine theta plus under root 1 plus sine theta upon 1 minus sine theta, where theta lies in the second quadrant. Theta lies in the second quadrant. What is the value of this? Okay. Here also the same way. Here within the square root, multiply and divided by the numerator term. That is multiply divided by 1 minus sine theta plus here root over 1 plus sine theta upon 1 minus sine theta. Here also multiply divided by 1 plus sine theta. Multiply and divided by 1 plus sine theta. So if we do so, the numerator is 1 minus sine theta into 1 minus sine theta. That is, you can write 1 minus sine theta whole square under root 1 minus sine theta whole square. You can write mod 1 minus sine theta upon 1 plus sine theta into 1 minus sine theta, which is 1 minus sine square theta, which is cos square theta. Under root cos square theta is mod cos theta. Plus, similarly here also the numerator can write mod 1 plus sine theta upon mod cos theta. So, if you observe the numerator, for any angle, 1 minus sine theta is always positive. It never gives a negative. That's why mod 1 minus sine theta, you can write 1 minus sine theta upon, where theta is in the second quadrant. In the second quadrant, cos is negative. That's why mod cos theta become minus cos theta. Here also 1 plus sine theta also always positive. Whatever may be the value of the theta, 1 plus sine theta always gives a positive, and mod cos theta become minus cos theta. So here LCM is minus cos theta is an LCM for the both. If you add the numerator, sine theta gets cancelled. 1 plus 1, 2. So therefore, it is minus 2 1 by cos theta means secant theta, which is the answer. Minus 2 secant theta. Take that. Completed.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Yes. Look at the next problem. 13th problem. It is also the similar way. Observe 13. Pi less than alpha less than 3 pi by 2, then under root 1 minus cos alpha upon 1 plus cos alpha plus under root 1 plus cos alpha upon 1 minus cos alpha. So in the same way, we can solve this problem also. Just observe here. Here, alpha is going to lie between pi to 3 pi by 2. So pi to 3 pi by 2 means in which coordinate it lies? कौन सा coordinate में रहती? Alpha?
Third.
Alpha lies in the third coordinate. So here also, within the square root, multiply and divided by the numerator. 1 minus cos alpha upon 1 minus cos alpha plus under root 1 plus cos alpha by 1 minus cos alpha multiply and divided by 1 plus cos alpha here also. Then if you do so, 1 minus cos alpha into 1 minus cos alpha, which is 1 minus cos alpha whole square, under root 1 minus cos alpha whole square means mod 1 minus cos alpha by 1 plus cos alpha into 1 minus cos alpha, which is 1 minus cos square alpha, which is sin square alpha, under root sin square alpha, which is mod sin alpha, plus here also the same way, mod 1 plus cos alpha upon mod sin alpha, we will get it. Now here also if you observe the numerator, the maximum value of the cos alpha, whenever if you subtract the maximum value from the constant, the total value become minimum. Maximum value of the cos alpha is 1, 1 minus 1, 0. So its the minimum value is 0. And if I subtract the minimum value, the total value become maximum. So cos alpha minimum is minus 1. So minus of minus plus 1 is 1 plus 1, 2. Maximum value is that 2, minimum value is 0. Means 1 minus cos alpha always gives positive. That's why mod 1 minus cos alpha, you can write 1 minus cos alpha upon. Where alpha lies in the third quadrant. In the third quadrant, sin alpha is negative. Sin is negative in the third coordinate. So mod sin alpha, you can write minus sin alpha plus. Of course, 1 plus cos alpha also always positive by which is minus sin alpha. Where LCM is minus sin alpha. So if you add the numerator, cos alpha is getting cancelled. 1 plus 1, which is 2. 2 upon minus sin alpha is answer. So that is minus 2 by sin alpha. That is minus 2 cosecant alpha. This is answer.
Done, sir.
Okay. Let's look at the next problem. Observe this problem number 14. If A lies in the second quadrant and 3 tan A plus 4 is equal to 0, then what is the value of this? A lies in the second quadrant. Means A belongs to the quadrant 2 and 3 tan A plus 4 is equal to 0. Then we have to find 2 cot A minus 5 cos A plus sin A. So we have to find the value of this. Just observe this. 3 tan A plus 4 is equal to 0. So from this tan A is equal to minus 4 by 3. This is the value of that tan A. So we know one trigonometric ratio. So if you want to find the other trigonometric ratios, take the right angle triangle for it. For the angle A. So tan means opposite side by the adjacent side. then hypotenuse will be the 5 unit. So from this triangle, cot A, that is the reciprocal of that tan, where tan is minus 4 by 3, means cot A is minus 3 by 4. Minus 5 into cos A. From this triangle, cos A is 3 by 5 adjacent upon hypotenuse, which is 3 by 5. So take the value from the triangle and take the sign from the coordinate. A is in the second coordinate. In the second coordinate, cos is negative. That's why we have minus sign. Plus sin A. From this sin A is 4 by 5. And the second coordinate sign is positive. We get the plus 4 by 5. Now the LCM, so 2 2's gets cancelled here. So it is minus 3 by 2. Minus 5 gets cancelled. Is the plus 3 plus 4 by 5 we will get it. Now the LCM is 10. 5 3s are means minus 50 plus 10 3s are 30 plus 5 2s are means 2 4s are 8. So minus 15 plus 30, that is the 15 plus 8, that is 23 by 10. Answer. Is that?
Complete, sir.
Okay. Next, look at the next problem. Look at the problem number 15. Secant theta minus tan theta is given 1 by 2. Then theta lies in which coordinate the theta lies? Let's observe this. Is given that secant theta minus tan theta is equal to 1 by 2. Then in which coordinate the theta lies? Remember that if you want to find the coordinate, we should know the signs of at least 2 trigonometric ratios. Then only you can identify in which the coordinate the theta lies. Which coordinate the theta lies. Okay? To find that secant theta minus tan theta is given as 1 by 2. Then immediately we can consider secant theta plus tan theta, which is the reciprocal of that, which will be the 2. Immediately consider secant theta plus tan theta. Now, if you add them, for this is equation number 7 and this is a 2, we will add 1 and 2. So, if we add them, tan theta is getting cancelled. Secant theta plus secant theta, which is 2 secant theta, is equal to 1 by 2 plus 2. So this is positive. 1 by 2 plus 2, always we get the positive. We don't want the value, we want the sign only. Secant is positive. Now I will subtract 2 and 1. 2 minus 1. 2 minus 1. ये दोनों भी separate किया तो secant theta gets cancelled. It is tan theta minus become plus tan theta, that is 2 tan theta is equal to, which is 2 minus 1 by 2. Is what we are getting. Observe that 2 minus 1 by 2. So that is also positive. Means we got that secant positive, tan positive. Both are positive. In which coordinate it is possible?
First coordinate.
First coordinate. Therefore, theta lies in the first quadrant. That's also. Let's look at the next problem. Sixteen problem. Just observe this. Cos theta plus sin theta is root 2 cos theta. What is the value of cos theta minus sin theta? It is also standard problem. 16 is given that cos theta plus sin theta is root 2 sin theta. Then what is the value of cos theta minus sin theta is equal to how much? So this problem we can solve in the two different ways. First, look at the first method. In this, send this sin theta other side. Is cos theta is equal to root 2 sin theta minus sin theta. That means cos theta is equal to, from these to take the sin theta common, then we'll get that root 2 minus 1 into sin theta. So take the sin theta common from them. Okay. Now on both the side, multiply by root 2 plus 1. Multiply by root 2 plus 1 on both the side. Multiply by root 2 plus 1. So then we are getting root 2 plus 1 into cos theta is equal to, observe this. If you multiply these two, it is a plus b into a minus b. That is a square minus b square. So a square means root 2 whole square minus b square means 1 square into sin theta we are getting a square minus b square. So root 2 whole square, which is 2 minus 1, that is 1 into sin theta, means this is equivalent to root 2 cos theta plus cos theta is equal to sin
Sir,
theta.
their root 2 cos theta is given.
Yeah. So send this cos theta other side. Therefore, sin theta minus cos theta is equal to root 2 cos theta, which is the answer. Therefore, sin theta minus cos theta, which is root 2 cos theta, which is the answer.
Sir, in question, root 2 cos theta is there.
Huh?
In question.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
And answer is root 2 sin theta.
Here root 2 cos theta is given. Of course, here also the procedure is same. What we will do is send this cos theta other side. Now send the cos theta other side. Then sin theta is equal to root 2 cos theta minus cos theta. Then from these two, take the cos theta common. Then we will get root 2 minus 1 into cos theta. Then multiply by root 2 plus 1 on both the sides. Multiply by root 2 plus 1. If you do so, that is root 2 plus 1 into sin theta is equal to, multiply this root 2 plus 1 into root 2 minus 1, that is a square minus b square, that is 1 into cos theta we will get it. Then root 2 sin theta plus sin theta is equal to cos theta, and the sin theta other side, and cos theta minus sin theta is equal to root 2 sin theta is answer. So that value is root 2 sin theta. Next, to look at the next problem. Look at the 17 problem. Observe this. Sin x plus cos x equal to a. Sin x plus cos x is equal to a. Then what is the value of mod sin x minus cos x? Is equal to how much? Just look at this problem. So whenever you find an equation in terms of the sin and cos, to eliminate the theta or to eliminate the x, the procedure is that square both the equations on both the sides, then add them. So if I want to find mod sin x minus cos x, I don't know what is the value of this. Let's assume that this is equal to say k. Let's take that value is equal to say k. Now square this equation on both the sides. Square this equation on both the sides.